What's going on, everybody? Today I just wanted to make a video on cryptocurrency and explain it for new people because it's very hard to get into and it's very hard to understand, but I'm going to put it into as simple terms as I can for you guys. I don't know, hopefully this video is helpful for you guys. So basically, let's start off with what cryptocurrency is. It's a form of currency that is strictly digital. Now, you might ask how it gets value. Well, think about how the dollar gets value. It's a means of currency. So we use it to trade and we use it to barter with other people when we purchase things. Cryptocurrency was basically an idea given a platform to actually work out, and people gave it value when they started buying it, almost like a stock has value. But there's more to crypto than just being a digital form of currency. There is real utility and use for it. Let's get into that. Number one is that it is blockchain technology, basically meaning that no one can mess with it. Every transaction is recorded and supply is locked for certain coins. Like, let's talk about Bitcoin. Supply is locked. The biggest thing is it's decentralized. So instead of one entity controlling the currency, like a central bank, basically, it's managed by a distributed network of computers. So there's no government stealing your money. You're not getting taxed. When we start to get into things like exchanges where we buy our cryptocurrency from, that's when we start to get taxed on things, but that's a different story. Cryptography is a big thing. Security is a big deal. Transactions are encrypted, keeps them secure, prevents fraud. When's the last time you saw an attack on your Bitcoin wallet? It's not going to happen. I mean, it is extremely hard just to even mine a Bitcoin. Now try to hack it. If it's on an exchange, though, it's up in the air. So you really have to get a cold wallet for that, which we'll talk about in a little bit. The limited supply is a big aspect of cryptocurrency. That's why, a lot of people are betting on it to replace institutions because it controls inflation. I mean, if you think about it, like a house, I don't know, we'll say 20 years ago at 100 grand was, just a hypothetical here because it's not the real prices. Let's say it was 20 Bitcoin and $100,000. 20 years later, it's $150,000, but it's half the amount of Bitcoin, or it's one Bitcoin. I mean, think about how much growth Bitcoin has seen in the short amount of time in retrospect that it's been available. So what it's basically used for is faster payments and transfers and cheaper payments. So when you think about buying something on a credit card and you got a 3% return, and then think about buying it with cryptocurrency, when you're waiting 10 seconds and paying a $3 fee at the checkout, and you replace it with crypto, and now you're waiting 0.1 second with no fee, or even just a minuscule fee, way cheaper, something you won't even notice. That's a big part of the utility. And then now when you talk about investments, it's like holding on to the dollar, investing your money and growing your US dollar, or do you want to invest and grow your Bitcoin, which becomes more valuable, and also you pertain more of it. Think about that when you're investing against the US dollar. Basically, decentralized finance is the next step in financial institutions. It's just hard to switch to a fully digital institution. So the dollar will never go away. The fiat currency will never go away, but you will see cryptocurrency replace almost every payment for people that can afford to use it. Now, the risk is that what comes with digital currency comes with the scams. People are attacking it. When you keep your Bitcoin on an exchange and Bitcoin hits an all-time high and you have a load of it, you have millions, you are a target for scammers. They are going to come after you and get your wealth because Bitcoin is such a high returning investment that people are going to come after you. I mean, it just makes sense. Governments having the power to restrict the currency is a big deal. It'll make it harder for people to use it because crypto will always be around. Even if every government banned it, shadow economy, crypto will be around. But if governments start to utilize it in a correct way, it will propel every institution into more efficient matters. Irreversible transactions, once you send it, you cannot take it back. Once you send that crypto to another wallet, it is gone. Now, this might sound like a bad thing, but it will cause people to be more cautious with their money, in my opinion. It'll end up having to do that. Let's say you make a payment that you can't reverse, that you really wish you had that money back. You're going to start watching your transactions more closely. maybe this isn't a bad thing for some people. But that, in a nutshell, it really explains what crypto is. It's currency that runs on a blockchain technology, meaning computers control everything. And it sounds a lot harder to understand, the terms than it really is. I mean, think about it. You're sending digital currency from, we'll call it an address, one address to another address, which is your wallet. Can't reverse the transactions, but everything is recorded. Governments cannot take out of it. So when you think about not liking being taxed so much, crypto solves this issue. When you don't like investing your money because money's losing value by the years, crypto solves this issue. When you look at inflation during a certain president's term and you hate that, crypto solves this issue. It's just hard to incorporate into our society in such a quick manner. That's why it's growing over time. So crypto is something to think about with investing because it's already shown great returns. Think about what people were saying about the stock market when it first came out, when it was 13 years in the making. Were people skeptical of it? I would bet so. They probably thought it was a gamble too. But I think cryptocurrency is one of the best investments you can make right now. We're not too late, I promise. Bitcoin will see $1 million before you even know it. And then you'll be wishing 10 years ago that you were in crypto when everyone can enter now. As you can tell, I'm a big supporter of it, and I think it's great. Little hat change there for you guys, but if you guys want to see more videos like this, or you want deeper explanations on a certain crypto, a certain stock, let me know. I live for that stuff. Analyzing, it's like one of my favorite things to do. I'm an economics major, not to brag, but I just want to kind of show you guys that I do enjoy investing and watching the markets. It's kind of why I'm studying that. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this video. If you guys what do you guys want to see? But I'm gonna link this into my TikTok, and thank you guys for watching.